All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a nice spring Friday. Yes, we have another beautiful day here in Boston, and I hope the weather is nice wherever you are as well. It is an agenda-free Friday. I know it's Saturday morning for some people, like you, Max, probably, but it's Friday here. So agenda-free Friday means that the agenda is yours, whatever is on your mind. I've got a few things lined up because I'm bullish on Dogecoin, and we will go through that throughout the stream, but I'm not going to hog everything like I normally do on a Friday live stream. I typically take the first 10, 15 minutes and go through all my stuff, but it's an agenda-free Friday, so it's up to you guys. And what do you want to talk about? So I'm just going to drop here in the corner, and I'm going to get into it with you. Starting with Matt. Hey, Matt, how you doing? So if someone, let's say you, right, Matt? Let's say you, right? And you buy 2 million Dogecoin on Robinhood, and then you transfer all 2 million to, let's say, a ledger like this one, Ledger Nano S Plus, like I have here. Would the quantity on Robinhood for Dogecoin show as a zero? Yes, yes, it will. Your quantity in your Robinhood account will show 0 Dogecoin because you transferred them all off of Robinhood into your crypto wallet. Now, Robinhood will still keep a record of the purchase of the Dogecoin, the 2 million Dogecoin, and what that purchase price was, right? It'll remember that. But as soon as the Dogecoin is transferred off of Robinhood, it's gone, and the quantity shows a big goose egg 0 because it's all now sitting on your Ledger wallet. So, and then MB has a good point. You then also lose the track record for accounting purposes because as soon as you transfer that Dogecoin, let's say, back onto Robinhood because you want to make a trade, Robinhood is not going to remember that that Doge was bought at whatever price you bought it at Doge. They're going to start new. It starts new at whatever the price is when you transfer it back on, which is why you need to keep spreadsheets. Good question, though. Good question. Max says 420 is coming. It's Sunday. That's right. We're going to have an extra special fun live stream on Sunday, Doge Day. And I know it's Easter Sunday as well. And a lot of you have family obligations on Easter Sunday and all of that. But I'll be here. We'll be talking Doge, crypto, and having some fun on Doge Day. For those just joining, today is an agenda-free Friday, meaning the agenda is up to you guys. What do you want to talk about? Now, I got some stuff lined up here, and we'll go through it, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. And, of course, our intro is All Eyes on Doge. Davin has gifted a membership. Thank you, Davin. And it goes to Doge Viking Norway. Doge Viking Norway is now a member of the channel. Thank you to Davin. Awesome. That's a good way to kick off a Friday. Cheers, everybody. Drinking another Yingling here. Made in America. Cheers, everybody. Hey, Kumar, how are you? Yes, F1. That whole coin codex thing, I don't know when it totally flipped, but it used to be super bullish for 84-cent Dogecoin in April. and it was going to go even higher. And now all of a sudden it's going to be like 6 cents and 3 cents in the future. And it's just like, what happened? I have no idea. So you tell me if they get back to you, because that is weird. 30 cents very soon? I hope so, Ramses. Not confident yet of the 30-cent price too soon. And of course, $1, right? Agenda free. When's Dogecoin going to $1? Yes. Yes, and for those concerned about keeping track of your average and all of that, MB's right. It's better to own your own coins. If they're just sitting on Robinhood, you don't own them. Robinhood does. They say in the fine print that you own them and they're holding them for you. No. No, you don't. All the coins are still sitting in their wallet, not yours. So they're not your coins. So, Zach liked. Anybody else like? 16 others have liked. We've got like 90 in the chat. So let's get the likes up. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And let me know what's on your mind on this agenda-free Friday. Because it's a Friday. Going into the weekend, we're going to have a fun Doge Day on Sunday. Looking forward to that. As an architect, what do you think of the HBAR BlackRock issue? HBAR BlackRock issue. I do not know what the HBAR BlackRock issue is. Let's see if I can find that. HBAR BlackRock. Is it a partnership? BlackRock has no commercial relationship with Hedera. That was announced a year ago. But there is now officially a BlackRock fund on Hedera. What? That was 3 months ago. BlackRock is now buying XRP, XLM, and HBAR. I have no idea what that is. No idea. HBAR and BlackRock. It looks like a lot of it was HBAR making stuff up a year ago, but it does look like something else is going on. I can't tell you. Don't know, Max. What's up, sunshine? Life is good on a Friday, a beautiful spring day here in Boston again. Another one, short sleeve shirt day. Pretty nice, 70 degrees here in Boston. Very nice. Supposed to get up to 80 tomorrow. It's like, all right, I'll take it. I will take it. Good evening, Charlotte. How are you? Let's go. All eyes on spreadsheets. Exactly. Got to keep track on spreadsheets, right? How much prep time do you give before? I just wing it. No, I don't. It's usually, I don't know. It depends on what's going on. If I've been keeping up with what's going on during the day, it's usually just about like 20 minutes to half an hour. But on a day like today, where I really wasn't paying attention throughout the day, it's like 45 minutes or so. So I've got a bunch of stuff here, but we'll get to it later. We will get to it later. Sunny and 77 in Northeast Ohio, Adam. Awesome. Yep. We didn't quite hit 77 today. Tomorrow we definitely will. Today we were like 72. That was nice. 20 cents on 420. Oh, that would be awesome. I'm not expecting that though, Craig. Your ant miner is doing its thing, Viking. Nice. Yep, I'm going to get into some mining. We'll be exploring that this summer. I got to finish paying off all my stuff this month. I just made my big payment to the IRS in the state of Massachusetts for all of my capital gains profits from 2024. So that was Monday. Got that off, and also made my quarterly pre-tax also to United States Treasury and the state of Massachusetts for 2025, because I already sold a lot and made already big capital gains profits. And so I can't wait till next April. I gotta do my quarterly. So I don't have money to buy a mining rig right now. I'm pretty much broke at the moment. But I got a nice house. It's all paid for. I've got no mortgage. So I'm a house rich and cash poor right now. Jerome Powell needs to lower interest rates. I want my money for nothing and the chicks for free. Remember MTV? Wasn't that awesome? If you were old enough, when they actually played videos on MTV. That was pretty cool. I don't know what's going to happen with Trump and the Fed and Jerome Powell. Trump's talking about firing him if he can. And it's like, Powell's just doing the Powell thing, He's doing the Fed thing. And the Fed is not just Jerome Powell, right? There's a whole board of commissioners. So firing Jerome Powell really doesn't do anything. I don't know. But he shouldn't go off like he did the other day, just yapping away at the fear of what tariffs might do. Because that's not good. He shouldn't have done that. We got some likes. Got some likes in the house. Thank you very much. 1 cent short term, $1 long term. I don't know about a penny, Zubair. A penny Dogecoin? I think we're way past that. We're way past that. Dogecoin's not going to a penny. It's not going back down there. The BlackRock HBAR issue means that a very powerful and rich company has officially invested. Okay, first, BlackRock is not going to be manipulating the price of Hedera. That's point number one. Point number two, I have not seen any credible reference that says BlackRock has actually invested in Hedera. Okay? That was a thing from a year ago. It was denied. It was debunked. There's no truth to that. Now, if HBAR starts trading like an ETF that BlackRock owns, that would be different. BlackRock is not buying Hedera. Prove me wrong. But BlackRock is not buying Hedera. 28 degrees in Denver. Gary, what happened? That's not spring. That's cold. Oh. Hi, how are you? Does the euro versus BTC mean anything to the near future? Euro versus BTC isn't that much different from USD BTC, because USD euro doesn't really change that much. So I don't think it's much different than what we see on the Bitcoin, USD price. I don't think it's much different. Bitcoin is kind of in a downer today, though. I don't know why, but there seems to be some redness in the Bitcoin price. But Doge is in the green and Doge is up. So I don't know why they're like separating right now and why Bitcoin's kind of lagging. Not quite sure. -10 in Manchester. You just want it to be sunny and warm. I know that, Charlotte. You just want it to be. So it's not really -10, but I know. I know what you mean. Coin Codex headquarters is in Chile. Somebody is anti-Tesla, anti-Trump. It's rigged. I mean, we looked at Coin Codex a month ago, and they were talking about like by April 18th, April 19th, it was going to be 84 cents for Doge. What happened to all of that? It totally turned around. That's crazy. 74 degrees in central Delaware. Yeah, that's what we had in Boston today. The start, Christoph, I haven't really covered anything. It's an agenda-free Friday, which means the agenda is for up to you guys. I'll fill in my stuff, but right now I haven't even touched my stuff, so you haven't even got my take on things. I'm just replying to you guys right now. It is a Good Friday for folks who celebrate. DB, happy Good Friday to you. When will the rocket go to the moon? Well, I hope it goes a lot higher than the Blue Origin with those 5 women on it. Because there's a little uncertainty. Did they actually go into space or not? And is Katy Perry an astronaut or not? I think the whole thing is just hilarious. She crawls out of the thing and kisses the ground, and she was like up there for like 10 seconds. And it's just like, Katie, no, nobody really cares. I'm glad you enjoyed your, minute of fame, like up in the air, but really, really glad I got all my miners out of China when I did. Yeah, now looking back at it, it's like when I first started thinking about getting into mining, buying that Antminer L9 I was looking at, I should have done that. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Finances might be low right now, but I bet you PaxCat is happy. Yeah. PaxCat loves the warmer weather. I don't let him outside, though. But he stands there right by the screen and goes, wow, wow. And I'm like, nope, you're not coming out. But yes, PaxCat is king of the castle. Elon is not the head of Doge, according to the White House. So it's clear he has nothing to do with the House of Doge. Right. Well, Elon is not involved in the House of Doge. We already know that. The House of Doge is completely separate from the Department of Government Efficiency, though. But we already know Elon is not. He's not involved in House of Doge. House of Doge is its own independent thing. I think I've got a couple of the names who are involved that haven't been announced yet, but I'm going to keep that to myself. But Elon, not the head of Department of Government Efficiency, it doesn't matter. Department of Government Efficiency is doing its thing, and Elon is volunteering his time. It's all good. Things got pretty crazy at Old Trafford last night. I don't know what happened. A football game. I don't know what happened. What's the best indicator? EMA for 100? Not really, Hamid. It doesn't matter. If you use a 100 EMA, that's this white. The white line I have actually is a 200. I can change it to a 100. It doesn't matter. You just go in and you change the input to a 1. It's like, okay, now it's a 100, right? Okay. And then what time frame are you going to look at? You want to look at the 4-hour chart. You can see where the white line is. Look like Doge is just touching it right now. This is an SMA. This is a simple moving average, not the exponential, the E. This is the SMA 100. You can also look at it on a daily. All it represents is the average price over the last 100 days. That's all it represents. Average. It's not an indicator of anything, in my opinion. Not an indicator of anything. But while we're there, and I go back to the 200, there is an interesting thing that is happening, though, and that is Bitcoin. Remember we had the death cross over here? Remember the death cross? Oh, death cross, Bitcoin death cross. Ah, the world's going to end. You know, when the price of Bitcoin was 78,000. Yeah, there was a little bit of a further dip, but then Bitcoin recovered and is now higher than it was just a week ago at the death cross. But guess what's coming? A reversal. We're going to have a golden cross right over here in about a week, a little over a week. We're most likely going to see a crossover back of a golden cross on Bitcoin. So you guys heard it here first. It looks like we're going to have a golden cross coming in about a week. So death cross doesn't mean anything. It's just how something is traded in the past. Also, not an indicator of how things are going to trade in the future. So just putting that out there. Putting that out there. The Euro USD fluctuations are currently more pronounced. Who benefits the most from this? Travelers. Vacationers do. Like if I go to the EU and the dollar is strong against the EU, I can buy more shit, for less money. That's about it. It really doesn't mean a lot. How are you? How many indicators do you use? I just have the 50 and the 200 up just for entertainment purposes on for the death cross and the golden cross. I show the volume, and then occasionally we put the stochastic RSI up there or just the regular RSI, again, just to look at how that's looking. But overall, I just keep up with what's going on. I mean, one of the things was looking at today was spot inflows and outflows, and I'll show you that, which is an amazing chart here because the net flow really hasn't been consistently green since November. We've had occasional days, like here on January 16th, and maybe here on December 7th. But since then, we've had these two little days, once on March 1st and once on March 23rd, but there's no other green like inflows. No significant buying of Dogecoin has happened. That tells you there's no interest in buying Dogecoin. I mean, yeah, you and I, we buy a little on dips, but that's not enough to register on this chart. We need a significant turnaround and big buying to happen of net inflows. So no wonder the price is down at 15 cents. It's all red since we had the big run up early November. Kind of interesting. So get that kind of stuff I look at. But price is still going up. Not bad. Good tan. Do I have a tan? I'm kind of flushed out with these lights in here. But I get outside as much as I can once the weather's nice. But again, it's New England, right? A New England tan, not a real tan. Elon doesn't care about Dogecoin's price, Leno Chad. He really doesn't. There's no ability to push Dogecoin's price higher. Elon doesn't think about stuff like that. I'm not letting PaxCat go out because he'll find a way to cross the Atlantic. Yes. Manchester United, of course. Man U. I know that. I know that. Arsenal? I don't even know where Arsenal is. Man U, I know because it's Manchester. Arsenal, I don't know what is that. Is that London proper, or is that out in one of the other cities? I don't know. I don't know. Hit the like, y'all. Thank you. Right, it's just across. And on a Good Friday, it's just across, right? Not that kind of cross. What about the race? May 25th, Indy 500. May 25th. Jason also hit the like button. Cohen, good afternoon. How are you doing? Can you explain trading pairs and wrapped coins? So wrapped coins is something totally different than trading pairs. So let's do trading pairs first. So we cover one in particular, or two actually, we cover a lot. The first is ETH Bitcoin. So we look at the ETH Bitcoin trading pair because what we want to see is how one coin is actually performing against another. Part of the reason is to see what the trend is. Part of the reason is to kick yourself. Like, why the hell did I buy ETH when I should have been buying Bitcoin? Because when you look at the ETH Bitcoin trading pair on the daily and you see that it's just been bleeding out. So that trading pair just shows you how poorly Ethereum has been performing versus Bitcoin. So yeah, you basically just kick yourself for like, why was I buying ETH? Because Bitcoin has completely outperformed ETH. Some people are still predicting ETH eventually is going to turn around and take off versus Bitcoin. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. But we also look at Dogecoin versus Bitcoin, which is also down, I mean, since November, but it's essentially right back where it was in October and September. So it's made this big run up and then fell back down to right where it was before the election. So that kind of makes sense. That's how Doge trades, right? On the way up, it completely outperforms Bitcoin, but on the way down, Bitcoin outperforms Doge. And here we are right back where we were. Doge versus Bitcoin. So if you were buying either Doge or Bitcoin back in September of 2024, let's say, you're right in the same place. Wouldn't have made a difference price-wise, investment percentage-wise, if you bought Bitcoin or Dogecoin, because they've performed the same since September. So that's what that means. And that's why we look at trading pairs. It's just to see how one coin has done versus the other. It's also possible on some exchanges like Coinbase, where you could actually sell your Dogecoin directly into Bitcoin or vice versa. You don't have to do two trades where you have to sell the Bitcoin to cash, USD or USDC, and then buy Dogecoin, which would be two transactions, which would mean two fees on Coinbase. No, you can do that in one, and you could just sell your Bitcoin directly into Dogecoin because it's a trading pair. Now, TradingView shows it's not really a trading pair it's just a comparison, really what it is on TradingView, the comparison between two coins. But that's what that is. Okay? Wrapped coins, that's a whole different story. And that is usually some DeFi exchange way of getting around some limitation of the actual coin, or they're trying to hide. I don't know. You never want your your coin to be wrapped. You don't want to do that. You don't want to get wrapped Doge or wrapped ETH or wrapped Bitcoin, because then it's not the real coin. So be careful about that. Be careful about that. This, 1M baby Doge thing. There's also some AI Doge thing. It's like, whatever. Kilmar, going to take your lunch break? Enjoy your lunch. At what price would Bitcoin have to be for the bull run to be over? 69K. And 69K. If Bitcoin goes down to 69K, then it's lower than last cycle's all-time high. So that's what I say. Hamid, I hope Iran and USA negotiations go well. I want peace in the world. I don't like the fear of more fighting, more war. So I hope they work things out. N has gifted a membership, and it goes to Boss Destroyer. Boss, congratulations. You are now a member of the channel. Max can't get it though. Sorry, Max. It just, the system is rigged against you for some reason. Rigged against you. Do not trust cloud mining, Max. Do not trust cloud mining. Cloud mining has been done before, and it ends up being a scam. No cloud mining. Maybe this one's legit. I don't know. But every time there's been a cloud mining thing in the past, people ended up not getting their Dogecoin. So be careful. Cloud mining, no. If you want to mine, get a mining rig and do real mining, not cloud mining. Hey, Paul, I want to transfer my tokens to another platform from Robinhood. What is a good platform that is easy to navigate? Where do you live? First question. I'm guessing Robinhood, maybe you're in the United States. So let's do Yep. Yeah. Two-factor authentication here. Two-factor authentication to show you what I'm looking at, and that is here we go. This is Coinbase. I have a link in the description below for you to join Coinbase if you want to. Coinbase, very easy to navigate. Well, why it's looking at Bitcoin, it's supposed to be on Doge. Should be on Doge. Thank you very much. They always go to Bitcoin first. It should be Doge. Dogecoin. Here we go. So this is Dogecoin. Now there's two parts of Coinbase. First is basically there's the basic portfolio, and then there is the trading, and the trading can be either advanced or not advanced. basically how it works. So you can be on this page of not using advanced trading, and you see the price of Dogecoin, and then you just put in, if you want to buy, you just type in how much money you want to spend. You can pay directly out of your bank account. I have my Bank of America account linked to this Coinbase account here, and you just buy. Very easy to do. However, I think you can probably do better than that. So you click this button down here called Advanced Trading, and you get to actually see the live trading as it's going on. It's really easy to learn. It might be a little overwhelming, all the numbers and stuff, the first time you look at it. But once you start really looking at it, you can figure it out pretty easy. Again, it doesn't cost anything extra for advanced trading. The thing that costs extra on Coinbase is called Coinbase One. If you're not doing like multiple trades a day, Coinbase One isn't worth it. Just regular Coinbase, click on the advanced trading, and then here's the Dogecoin page, and it's showing the trading that's actually happening live on Coinbase. Somebody just bought 1,199 Doge at 15.81 cents. And then there's a couple sells of 7.6 Doge. Somebody just bought 9,800 at 15.8. And you can just see the actual trades as they're happening. And that's on this column called Trade History right here. And then over here, this is the order book. This is the spread between the bid and the ask price. And we can get more into detail on that. But that basically gives you an indication of how trading is going and where the price is using that. And then over here, you're either buying or selling. And you're doing a limit order or a market order, or you're doing a stop limit, depending on how you're trading, but it's usually market or limit. That's it. Very easy to use Coinbase. So that's what I do most of my trading on is Coinbase. Yeah, there's a fee with each trade, but I don't trade a lot. So anyway, I have a link in the description below. You click that link, you get a free spin of the Bitcoin wheel. You'll probably end up with $10 worth of Bitcoin. Some people, I think somebody said they got $5 of Bitcoin when they joined. So try that out. Cloud mining sketchy. Yes. Orbison just bought $200 Doge. Nice. You're going to buy a pickaxe. Start digging. Most of those so-called moves, Max, are just exchanges. It's not a whale moving Doge, getting ready to sell or anything like that. They're just exchanges. Exchanges routinely move coins from wallet to wallet for security purposes. It doesn't mean anything. Kilmar, not sure if you had anyone say this to you. Robinhood basically forced me to use TurboTax over H&R Block if I wanted all of my forums auto-pulled over for taxes. Interesting. Yeah, Robinhood might have a deal with TurboTax that forces that to happen. Coinbase supports H&R Block, so you're thinking of changing over. If you have all your trading in one place, I guess that makes sense. But if you have trading in multiple places, it's best just to keep a spreadsheet. And when you get to that form on TurboTax, when they ask you your investments, you just put in the number from your spreadsheet. Your profit or loss, short-term and long-term. You keep two columns when you sell, short-term, long-term, and you've got And you've got two numbers there. One for short term, one for long term. And you can still use TurboTax if you do it that way. Of course, now it's the 18th of April, so 75 cent Doge. Doge at 75 cents. Hey, that would all be good. That would all be good. Hey, Vance, happy Good Friday to you. Everybody likes playing games. Everybody likes playing games. I was just going to lead with this, which is, Crypto Rover, he's a perma bull. And he's just like, look, altcoin season 2025 hasn't happened yet. We've got Bitcoin dominant still up around 64%. We have not had altcoin season yet. We saw the Doge chart, Doge versus Bitcoin, went all the way up and all the way back down. Where's altcoin season? Crypto Rover says it's loading 2025. So is this mirroring this move from 2020 or this move from 2017 where we still have this big run up in alts? Crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin is what this chart is. Is that still coming? Alt season. He also says, look, he thinks we're still in this bear trap. And we've talked about this. I've showed this chart before. That we're going to have renewed optimism and FOMO coming. Because I think we are still in an overall bull market. And this has been an extended pullback. That's still what I believe. We're not bottom fishing. No, we are not over there. That would be bull market over. Prices will continue to decline and will go down to despair. I don't see that happening. I think we still have this to come. But as I've been saying, for the last 4 months, that's going to be this fall. And I know you guys, I don't want to wait until the fall. I want it now. Well, it's going to be the fall. And I've been very consistent talking about that, but you guys don't want to wait. You don't have patience, right? You don't have patience. But that's coming. But that's coming. And then Gordon says, look, Bitcoin right now, it's doing this bullish crossover on the MACD. Could this be the spring point for a big run right now on Bitcoin? I don't think so. I think we're just going to kind of flounder around for a bit. And we're not going to have that big run yet in Bitcoin. But it's coming as well. Right. The fall gives you time to buy. Exactly, Irish. And that's my plan over the summer, is continuing to buy on the dips. That's my plan. I do not think we're down here bottom fishing. We've gone through fear and capitulation and we're going into despair. That's bear market stuff. I think we've been in a bear trap. Yes. It's been extended. Yes. It's harder hit on the alts, particularly the memes. I mean, like With and Bonk, and a lot of those are way down. Worse than Doge. So yeah, that bear trap was big for those meme tokens. But yeah, not great for Doge either, and I admit it. I still think this is coming. I'm optimistic. I have bullish optimism. Bullish optimism. Who wants to buy mining power? Just buy Dogecoin. If I get my average cost lower, will that help me with all the 33-cent Doge I bought previously? Nope. It is what it is. You already bought that 33-cent Doge. Now, your average will go down if you are buying at 15 cents, but that Doge you bought at 33 cents is still at 33 cents. It doesn't change that. Zoom out. We are done. You got the house. I'm still in it though. Yes, I took profits, bought a house. I still have a lot of Doge. I still have a lot in the market, and I'm going to put more in because I'm confident on my prediction of the fall. I want to make more. I'm not done. I'm not done. Charlotte, don't even check my main portfolio now. Exactly. It's not worth looking at. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Oh. The game is on its way, Vance. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 33. All right. Thank you, Vance. Fartcoin is doing well. We haven't checked in on the smelly one. What's the smelly one up to? It's kind of drifting down right now. It was up here at 92 cents. Now it's at 76 cents. So for the past couple days, Fartcoin's kind of going, it's down 9% today. Ramon, have you been watching this? Fartcoin is down 9% today. I think people are profit taking on the old smelly one here. It's going down. So really 92 cents, that was when to profit take. But other people are. 92 cents. Now it's at 75. It's going the opposite of Doge right now. What do you think about people who are overinvested in Doge? You can never be overinvested in Doge. Patience. Patience. If you think you are overinvested, when you see a spike in the price of Dogecoin, just take a little profit, take a little off the top. That's all. Enjoy a little bit of profit. You could just do 33 Vance, but if you want more, stanky. Yeah. Yeah, Fartcoin gets stanky when it's going down. That's for sure. Good afternoon, Raul. How are you? Can I compare the money inflow between Doge USDC and Doge USDT? I don't know where to do that. I know on CoinGlass, you can see like Doge versus USDT on Binance, but there's no USDC trading pair on Binance. Coinbase should have a USDC. They have USD and USDT. They should also have a USDC because I've traded that before, but it's not showing that. So I wouldn't even know where to look for that. Yeah, I wouldn't know where to look for that. I'm doing great. Nice spring day here in Boston. Over 70 degrees. It's nice. Got all the leaves popping open on trees now and got daffodils all blooming. The forsythias, they got a lot of the yellow flowers on the bushes. Forsythias looking very nice. That's another beautiful early spring bush here in Boston. Those are pretty nice. I've only ever been underinvested in Doge. Yeah. Can never have too much Doge, right? Can never have too much Doge. People that are overinvested in Doge get to make big all-cash purchases. It's all timing, too. A lot of it is timing. So what else do we have? We've got crypto prices may find their floor in the mid 2025. Coinbase is flagging bear market signals. So mid 2025 actually makes sense to me because we're going to see dips through the summer. We're not going to see huge buying. I do not foresee this chart that I showed earlier changing much with these big green inflows like we had back in November at the election. I just don't see anything happening yet for Dogecoin that's going to cause that. So the thing is going to be, we're going to see these big red, steep outflows, and we're going to see dips. And as we see those dips, those are going to be buying opportunities. And I will be there to snatch up the Dogecoin on those dips and prepare for the fall. That's my plan. That's what I'm doing. Is it going to play out like that? Well, actually, from 2022 to 2024, the crypto market played out pretty well as I had predicted. 2025 has been a little different because of all that tariff stuff, just fear in the market. Markets dumped. I predicted we wouldn't have a big run, but I wasn't predicting such a big pullback in 2025. But I do predict end of Q3 and Q4 of 2025 as being very good. So I'm preparing for that. That's what I'm doing. At this point, CDC, I think we're near the bottom. Coinbase is saying there may be a lower floor. I'm not predicting that. I'm predicting kind of sideways with dips, not to the point where we're going into bear market and you want to get out of your crypto and store it all in a stable coin. I don't believe that. And of course, the time to have done that would have been back in January or even December. But who could have foreseen that this was going to happen in 2025? Some people say, oh, yeah, it was obvious. And I'm like, yeah, they probably didn't trade it that way, though. Everything looks obvious in hindsight, right? It's something that already happened. Vintage Pokemon cards or Doge? There are some people who think trading Pokemon cards is profitable. I don't know. Depends on the card and the year and the type and all of that stuff. You got to know your stuff. I'm just like, let's buy Doge. On the dips. Yeah, more time to DCA, exactly. Raiden's in the house. Hello, Raiden. How are you? 24-hour money inflow. Doge versus USDC, 2.5 million. Doge USDT, negative 27 million. See, I don't believe that stuff. Yeah. See, Max, those numbers don't mean anything. It says minus 27 million for USDT, but I'm looking at the Binance Doge USDT chart, and Doge is in the green. Doge is up. If there was only positive 2.5 million on USDC, but minus 27 million on USDT, the price would be lower. It's not. We're up 1.5%. You can't believe those numbers. You cannot believe those numbers. Let's dance.
All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going out. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge.
All right. Guess what time it is? Thank you, Vance. Time to dance. We're going to give away some Dogecoin. All you have to do to be entered to receive Doge would be to type the word Dogecoin in the chat. Thank you, Vance. We danced, and now let's give away some Doge. We're going to give away 3 sets of 33 Doge. I'd love it if it was 33 cents too. That'd be awesome. We're not there yet. We'll get back there. But 33 Doge, yes. 33 Dogecoin. We're going to give away 3 sets. Thank you, Mr. Vance. Hey, Vance, you might even win. You might win your own Dogecoin. I might win too today. Yeah, Danny, that's a good one. Backwards. Yes, I just entered. I just entered. Danny thinks doing backwards Dogecoin is going to be the trick. Good luck with that, Danny. Good luck with that. For those just joining, we're about to do our giveaway on a Friday afternoon. We are in an agenda-free Friday. I haven't even talked about Dogecoin yet. I've been answering everybody else's questions. We're going to take a little break. We're dancing, having a little fun. We're going to give away some Doge. If you would like to be entered in the contest of our Doge giveaway, just type the word Dogecoin in the chat and you will be entered. No Doge for me. What? I haven't won yet, so you know it's not rigged. But when I eventually do win, then you're all going to be like, yeah, right. It's been rigged all along. Rigged all along. Maybe Max is going to win this time. And then he can buy a membership. Oh, yeah, totally rigged, right? Exactly. Yeah, today's your day, Max. Today's your day. I don't know. Danny seems to have like this backward Dogecoin thing going on. So, Max, if you win, will you buy a membership? Thanks, Raiden, for the super chat. I'm not rigging you, Max. I have no control over this. Membership is in Max's cards. Yeah. I know, the backward spelling thinks he's going to, like, do something. The benefits of a membership, Orbison Road, you get to use these great custom emojis in the chat that I've put together that are all these beautiful Dogecoin and KrissPax, Elon, fun emojis here. that we get to use in the chat. You get your name in green in the chat. It's a lot of fun. And then someday, I don't know what happened there. I typed all these things in and I got nothing. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Read and gifted a membership, and it went to Zach. It did not go to Max. You tried, Raid. You tried. Membership is just not for Max. He's going to have to buy one. Denise has a magic 8-ball, says that Kriss is winning. And as Charlotte says, yes. And you support the channel as well by becoming a member. Yes, indeed. And someday, maybe this fall, when Dogecoin price is rocketing up and we've got thousands of people here in the chat, only the ones who are members I'm going to respond to because I can't get to everybody. But now that we're a nice little family here because Dogecoin is like just going sideways at 15 cents, I pretty much get to everybody. But I appreciate the support by all of the channel members. Anyway, you know what? We got some Dogecoin to give away. So let's do it. First spin. Let's go. KrissPax. 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 It's Davin. Davin. See, that just shows you. Let's see. I need to get to my most recent document. Which is this one. You knew Davin was going to win. How did you know that? So if your name comes up, you need to respond in the chat and say yay or pass it on if you want to pass it on and you're just happy to have won, but you don't really want to receive the Dogecoin this time and you're willing to pass it on to somebody else, you can always choose to do that as well. This is giveaway number 43. Davin. And you also need to be willing, if you win and you're accepting Dogecoin, you're going to have to send me an email with your Dogecoin wallet and your YouTube handle in the body of the email so that tonight I can transfer Dogecoin to you. So them's the rules. Has Davin. Today is Max's lucky day, Davin says. Pass it to Max to buy a membership. Well, Max, there you go. So Max, you need to send me your wallet so I can transfer Dogecoin to you. And then you can buy yourself a membership to the channel. That's what Davin has decided to do there, Max. To Max to buy a membership. And then we don't have to listen to Max bitching and complaining about not having a membership anymore. Now, Max could decide to keep the Doge and scrape up from under his mattress or under his couch cushions, right? $5. There's got to be $5 there somewhere. Check your couch cushions there, Max. There's some money under there. You need to scrape that together to buy your membership. I know you've got some hiding somewhere. been collecting some old coins or something. Anyway, we're going to have our second draw now. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I was so close. It's N. N. Congratulations, N. Nope, you don't send a wallet address in the chat. You need to email it to me because I can't get it from the chat tonight. You need to send me an email. Old school. N says, pass it on. All right, N. So congratulations on the win. Pass it on. Thank you for the generosity to let somebody else, anybody new coming in, if you want to be entered in the giveaway, type the word Dogecoin in the chat in order to be entered for the giveaway. Giving away Dogecoin. So much fun. Again, thank you, Sir Vance. Max actually still has a chance to win because he didn't win before. So, yeah, Max is still in the running to win 33 Doge on top of the 33 that has been passed to him. Interesting. We'll see how that plays out. I will show my email address after the third draw, okay? I will show it again. Raiden is hoping the super chat is going to be lucky for him again. Thank you, Raiden. Appreciate it. He thinks the super chat's going to do it. Well, let's see. Let's see if that works. It's Ryan. Ryan, how many times have you won, dude? I think Ryan's been a multi-winner. The 33rd time, exactly. Something about that look, like the backwards hat and the glasses, you know. Nathan Cowden was gifted a membership by Davin. Did not go to Max. Max is not going to be gifted a membership. He needs to buy it himself. I will pass my $5 of Doge to the community. How do you want to do that, Max? How does the $5 Doge go to the community? Yes, you're maxed out, Ryan. Just wanted to see if you could still manifest Doge. And you can. And you can, Ryan. All right, Ryan's passing it on. But congrats again, Ryan. You've got the good luck. The good luck. How do you buy a membership? You go to the KrissPax channel here. And then right under my ugly mug here, there's this thing called Our Members. And then you scroll over to the right here and there's a join button. You click the join button and there we are. It's not $5, it's $4.99. $4.99 to join the channel. You could also choose to upgrade your membership to an all-star or an MVP if you want to further support the channel, but a rookie is good. A rookie is good. But now, we're going to redraw again. Our second draw. Milkman, Hey, Milkman. The Milkman is the winner. You know, Milkman, it was going to come. You knew it was going to come. $33 Doge at 15 cents. That's actually a good buy price, isn't it? Hold on to that 33 Doge. It goes up to $1. Woot, woot. Yes, Milkman. Congrats. All right. You will have to send me your Dogecoin wallet. I'll give you a reminder of my email address after the third draw. It's like Compo wants to add another draw for today, being Good Friday and all, right? I got you, Compo. Do good every day. Awesome. We will do that. Draw number 3. Let's go. Vance, I saw your name. Mole Banane? Am I saying that right? Banane? However it is, Mole, you're the winner. Congrats. Mole, are you still in the house? Compo unrigged it. Yeah. Milk banana. Yeah, let's go, Mole. All right. So for those 3 winners there, Max being considered to be a winner. And then we'll do a special draw in just a minute. You need to send me an email, KrissKrypto@gmail.com. That's KrissKrypto@gmail.com. Yes, Kriss with a K, crypto with a K. KrissKrypto@gmail.com. Include in your email your YouTube handle and your Dogecoin wallet address. Don't take a picture of the Dogecoin wallet. And don't do a link to a Coinbase wallet. Those don't work. I actually need the wallet address in the body of the email. Thank you. And I will send out the Doge later tonight. But you know what? Compo has given more Doge. This will be Mole's first time receiving Dogecoin. Congratulations, Mole. Awesome. This is exactly why we do this, because there's a lot of people who have never received any Dogecoin before. So this is awesome. Mole, you'll see it. You'll get your notification. You got the Dogecoin in your wallet, and you'll be like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Glad to be a part of that. Let's draw one more time from El Campo. Let's go. We got another draw here. James V. James V. James V. From Campo. James, congrats. Campo's never given before, and now he has. James V, are you in the house? Pass it on. James V is going to pass it on. Thank you, James V. Give someone else a chance to win some. Maybe it'll be the weather girl. But it still makes you feel like a winner, though, doesn't it? Makes you feel like a winner. It's like, I feel like a winner. Feel like a winner. Let's draw again. Let's go. Whoosh. Who's going to get it? RKT. RKT. That is short for rocket. I know that. I know that is for rocket. RKT. Cheers. Congrats. Wrecked. So close. RKT. Wrecked. RKT, are you still here? Are you in the house? Cool, thanks, cheers. Yes, RKT, congrats. Send me an email with your YouTube handle and your Dogecoin wallet address and get you your Dogecoin tonight. Again, chriscrypto@gmail.com is the address to send an email to. Congrats to all of the winners for the Dogecoin giveaway on this Good Friday today. And it's still Agenda-Free Friday. It's still an agenda-free. I haven't even talked about Dogecoin yet. I still got stuff all queued up to talk about Dogecoin. Like the secret to Dogecoin's rising bullish optimism. I have bullish optimism. Do you have bullish optimism? And is it rising? Is it rising? Is there a big secret here? Rising bullish optimism? I don't know about that. The option volume is surging? Not really. Spot outflows dropped to 4-month lows. That's right. So we have declining bearish momentum. Declining bearish momentum. That's kind of the opposite of rising bullish optimism. It's declining bearish momentum. So that means instead of having a bunch of people buying Doge, we just have less selling. So less selling means people are just kind of getting worn out, right? It's like, okay, fine. To me, that means we're going to go sideways for a little while. We may have a little bit up, a little bit down. Maybe the ups are a little more than the downs. But that's what we're seeing. Hey, 15.8, not bad. It's better than Bitcoin today. A lot better than Fartcoin. Fartcoin we saw was down 9% today. Doge is up 1.5 points. I'll take that. I will take that. Recent data suggests that bullish optimism is making a comeback. Could the observations pave the way for a strong demand surge? Dogecoin price action demonstrated lower sell pressure over the last 6 weeks. So, and there's the chart we were looking at, right? Will meme coins still be hot in the next bull run? I still think we're in the same bull run and there's just going to be phase 2, right? We have phase 2 of this bull run still. Again, this is looking back at us being in this extended bear trap here and think there's a phase 2 for this bull run. That's where I am. Some think we're in fear capitulation or bottom fishing, but that would mean bear market is going to continue down into despair. I'm not there. I'm not there. I think we're seeing a nice, strong April happening, and it could actually get better. So Raiden has put out here that there's going to be some more giveaways. And what that's going to take is 101 likes of the stream. I'm seeing 83. So we need to get 18 more likes. So if we can get 18 more likes on the stream, there's going to be more Dogecoin being given away right here, right now, if we get the likes up. If you've already liked the stream, don't hit like again, because then the number goes back down. It becomes an unlike. You don't want that. Yes, Vance, you started something here on a Good Friday today. A Good Friday today. We are up to 88 likes. Charlotte has a nomination for Raiden to be the king of Doge. Nothing like doing good on a Good Friday. Pax Cat is manipulating the games. Yeah. It's all his fault. I don't even know where he is right now. The Pax Cat. 92 likes. We only 8 more. There's some of you guys here still that haven't hit the like button. I know that. If you want some Dogecoin on a giveaway, we're only, 9. We need 9 more. Hey, DB, don't be starting that. Oh, Charlotte, that's where the cat is. Oh, my gosh. Too funny. Too funny. Smash the like, all. Those that didn't like. Beautiful weather up here in Boston today, too, there, weather girl. Sunny skies today, 70 degrees. Pretty nice. We might even hit 80 degrees tomorrow. Oh, MB says Pax Cat is the king of Doge. There we go. He is a good cat. Well, while we're waiting for those last 6 likes, I can finish this. Are meme coins going to be as hot? So we saw what happened to Pepe, Bonk, Whiff, number of others down like 80, 90% from their highs. Doge down 70% from its high. Not as bad as those other meme tokens, though. So the question is really, are meme tokens going to make a comeback? In other words, are you guys buying like Whiff on the dip? You buying Bonk? You buying Pepe? I'm buying Doge. I'm not buying Whiff. I'm not buying Bonk again. I'm not buying Pepe again. I'm buying Doge. I don't know. I mean, they may come back. They may go on a big run and they may do a 5x or something. I have no idea. Is it worth trying, though? Throw a little bit at Pepe again? Throw a little bit at Whiff or Bonk? I don't know. But Dogecoin has been around for quite some time, still continues to demonstrate demand. Dogecoin's price has in recent history demonstrated a significant degree of correlation to Bitcoin, which we saw earlier on the stream, where Dogecoin outperformed Bitcoin in November and then spent the next few months coming right back to be level with where Dogecoin was versus Bitcoin from last September. So all the way up and all the way down. But Dogecoin is the OG meme coin, and that still boosts its relevance in the market. Sentiment remains weak due to the uncertainty caused by the recent political economic disruptions, tariffs, inflation, fear of recession, all that stuff. That's essentially what's keeping Doge down. But Doge is not going to a penny. It's not, this isn't like a huge black swan that's causing all of crypto to like crash. Not happening. So that's why I'm buying Doge on the dips. I will be buying more Doge. And look, Doge is up today. Doge is in the green on a Good Friday. Bitcoin's in the red. Bitcoin is in the red. Dogecoin is in the green. It's nice when that happens. Nothing specific against Bitcoin, but it's just nice to see Doge outperform Bitcoin. Kevo, your friend, huge rise in Doge on Sunday, on Easter Sunday. Doge has risen. Are we going to be saying that? What's my average? I think it's around 7 cents. I mean, I sold the 2-cent Doge that I had, and I sold a lot of the 5 and 6 cent Doge that I had, but I still have some of that 5 and 6 cent Doge too. So I think overall, it's probably around 7 cents is my average. Three more likes, guys. 3 of you. There's got to be 3 of you. Three Good Friday giveaways. Mr. Raiden, thank you. And there we have it. Everybody likes the stream now. I feel special. I feel special. PaxCat still owes me the taxes. That PaxCat, he's a sly one. He's a sly one. RR, you're just in time. Now, unfortunately, guys, I closed out the giveaway tool after RKT. So we got to do a new one. Thanks to Sir Raiden. I wasn't expecting that. Which means you got to type Dogecoin in the chat again. So for anybody who wants to be entered in the next Dogecoin giveaway, courtesy Sir Raiden, you have to type Dogecoin in the chat. See, even N is trying to win again. Raiden wants to win his own Doge back. Davin wants to win again. You guys all want to win again. But you know what? This may be KrissPax time. Because KrissPax has never won. We are winners. We're all winners here. Exactly. Well, if I win, it is PaxCat's. He gets the Doge if I win it. It goes right to him. Everything is his. The house is his. I had to put his name on the title of the house. PaxCat. Digital Frontier needs to be a capital D on Dogecoin. The lowercase d doesn't work. And you only have to put it in once. If you put in multiple Dogecoins, it still only counts as one draw. There you go, Digital. You got it. One of these draws PaxCat will be the word to type in. But PaxCat is not in my office right now, so. So what's Dogecoin? RKT wants to win again. Mole wants to win again. Hey, we'll see what happens. So this is from Raiden. I don't know where the cat is. I really don't. If he's not in here during a live stream, I don't know where in the house he is. All right, we're going to draw. First draw. Let's go. Let's go. Milkman wins again. Milkman. See what happens? Yeah, if I don't find PaxCat tonight, then he's on a ferry or a ship over to the UK. I know, Sunshine, you were close. Milk, LOL. Yep. Well, if you accept this one, this is your last one, because this will be your third, I believe. I think that's right. I think you won before. I'll have to check. But you can pass this one on today. I don't need another email. That's good. We'll just do 66 to the milkman. Congrats. That's how it goes, right? You got to stick around. Some people left after the other draw, and you're like, you don't leave. You never know what's going to happen. Oh, it's only your second? All right. Well, congrats. All right, let's go. Draw number 2 from Sir Raiden. Moreno. Congratulations, Moreno. Cheers on a Good Friday. Luck is with you. Awesome. Again, I'll put my email address up again after the third draw as a reminder to those. Milkman, I think I already got you. Yep, I got you. Dan Marino. He was a good quarterback. Too bad he never won a Super Bowl. Let's go. Last draw. Here we go. Last draw. Who's going to win? Gary Martinez. Hey, Gary. Congratulations. There's a new winner. Gary, how are you? Congrats. That's Gary with a lowercase g. I know, Kilmar, so close. Gary is going to pass it on. Folks, congratulations, Gary. Appreciate the generosity as well to pass it on. I don't have to pay taxes, and you don't have to pay taxes. This is a gift because it's under a certain dollar amount. So no taxes. Of course, if you really need to question it, maybe you need to talk to a tax attorney or a crypto accountant or someone just to be sure, but I'm not either of those, but these are gifts. We're going to go again because Gary says, pass it on. Pass it on. You only see 16 likes, Hype, because you would need to refresh your browser to see the total current likes. Sometimes YouTube does that where you don't see the current count of likes on the screen. It just sticks to what you had from like an hour ago or whatever. So that's what that is. All right, we draw again. Who's going to win? It's going to be KrissPax. KrissPax. Natalie. Hey, Natalie. With a pug dog, it looks like. I'll bet the Doge is for the pug dog, Natalie. The dog gets the Doge, right? He looks like one of those, right? You're welcome, Natalie. Oh, Nathan, yeah. Close name, but yeah. Oh, Doug. Is that what you're doing? You're doubling up to win. I see the game you're playing here. The pug gets the Dogecoin. Yeah. Exactly. All right. So for the winners, you need to send me an email again. My email address is KrissCrypto@gmail.com. That's Kriss with a K and crypto with a K. KrissKrypto, KrissCrypto@gmail.com. Include in your email both your YouTube handle and your Dogecoin wallet address. And tonight I'll be sending out some Dogecoin. We did miss a little spike here up to 15.9 in Doge. Doge wants to break out so bad. Wants to break out. The best place to get a wallet, MyDoge. Just with your phone, just go to mydoge.com in like Safari if you're using an iPhone. And then you can download on the App Store, or you can just go to the App Store and type in MyDoge, and you'll see the MyDoge wallet. This is the best Dogecoin wallet. It's right on your phone. Again, two-factor authentication. With this wallet, you do get your own seed phrase. Write it down. Keep it someplace safe. Don't take a digital photo of it. Don't type it into Google Drive or your Notes app. Don't do that. Get a pencil or a pen, a piece of paper. Write down the words. Keep it safe. MyDoge. Great for Dogecoin. You can't hold other coins on the MyDoge wallet. It's just Dogecoin. If you want to get a wallet to hold other coins, you can do a hardware wallet like a Ledger, which I also have a link in the description below. If you want a crypto hardware wallet like a Ledger, but there's others like Trust Wallet. If you want a wallet on your phone, but you want to hold Bitcoin and other things as well, you can do that with a Trust Wallet. But MyDoge is the recommended one for just Doge. And they're going to continue to build this thing. You can hold NFTs on this, and they're going to continue to build this out. Fun wallet to have a MyDoge wallet. Downloaded. All right, Orbison. Awesome. DB's got some Pokemon cards. A Psyduck. A Mew. A Marowak. I have no idea. Have no idea. I think it's someone in the KrissPax family is a big Pokemon card collector. Yeah, it depends on which ones. Like any card collection, right? There's elite ones and not elite ones. Rare ones and not rare ones. Exactly. Thank you, Sunshine. You were rooting for me. I lost again. I have not won a single giveaway yet. I haven't entered them all. So I do have that going for me. But Look, a Doge. Very cute. Yu-Gi-Oh is better. One day. One day. A collectible, just like the Trump coin. God, what the heck is happening to Trump? The Trump token. $7.67. Now, it did dip over here yesterday down to 743. So that's the bottom right now, but now there's this big token unlock coming. It's supposed to be today or tonight. So much for my collectibles. Trump token collectibles. Yikes. Melania, yeah, Melania just never recovered. Poor Melania. I don't think she knew what was really going on. Oh. See you, Kevo. Would you trade PaxCat for a Bitcoin? Ooh, and that is, wow, that, I got to think about that. That's a good question. I got to think about that one. Wow. Hey, PaxCat, are you worth a Bitcoin? That's a good one. Wow. Yeah, bye-bye, Pax. Goodbye. That is true, Isaac. There is only one PaxCat, and he is a unique animal. Think carefully. Exactly, Charlotte. That's like, wow. Bitcoin. Ooh, that is a good question. Cat. There are times when he's causing trouble when I would gladly ship him off. Hasn't happened as much lately. He's lost a lot of his kitten in him. He's 4 now, but he's every once in a while he's still a bad cat. Oh, every cat has its price. Right? Oh. He's a community cat. KB, I think Charlotte's already got dibs on him. Tell him the story of how his daddy sold him. Yeah. The last I heard, the city refused to allow him to dig in the rubbish pile for environmental concerns, and they just like, nope. And he was going to offer them like a share of, if he found it, he was going to offer them a share of the Bitcoin, and the town just said no. So I think that's done. But I mean, his hard drive was thrown away a long time ago. And so the chances of him actually finding it were like pretty close to nil. But he said he had a lot of Doge or a lot of Bitcoin on there. Like, man. Is Dogecoin going to break out to 20 cents on 420? We asked the 8 Ball yesterday. I think that's what the 8 Ball said. Do you guys remember what actually we asked the 8 Ball yesterday? I don't remember now. But it was something like that. 8Ball first said, ask again. And we waited a little bit, and then we asked again, and it said yes. The next giveaway will be the cat. The next giveaway is the cat. Oh, gosh. The Pax Cat giveaway. Nobody will enter. You don't want him. You don't want him. I don't remember.
All eyes on Doge.
Hey, we get to relive this.
Just over a little bit, man.
No. Don't want to do that. Can I just scroll this? There we go. It was right near the end. See, I don't remember, but everything becomes a video on my channel, so we can always check. But I thought it was right near the end. I don't see it. Wish I could just ask AI like to go directly to a certain spot, right? That'd be cool. That was all the Doge list stuff we did. Scrolling. There it is. Nope, that's the cat. That's when the cat showed up. Yeah, I don't see it, guys. Oh, well, sorry. Hey, Fisher, I've got a Yingling made in America. Buying America. Thanks for the super chat. I know, Davin. I could just play a previous live stream and you guys would have no idea. PaxCat is way worth more than Bitcoin. Pokemon and crypto go hand in hand. You've made over 15K in Pokemon. Buy and hold, sealed product. Bonds. Yeah, where's Anthony now? Not talking about bonds, that's for sure. He's not here. Now, you see, Charlotte, she would probably say, take the cat. And it was her idea to get him in the first place. But he kind of clawed up one of the couches, really made a mess of it. And so she's not a fan. Not a fan. Next giveaway, 33 Bitcoin. Exactly right. 33 Bitcoin. Good night, RR. Is Kraken American? I believe so. I don't use it. Never download it. You have both the pug and a cat that looks like Pax Cat. Wow, both a dog and a cat. There you go. Yesterday, your mom woke up and found a different cat chilling in her house. Wait, how did that other cat get in there? How did that happen? I asked if my April prediction would come true. That's right. Not for 420, but by the end of the month. I remember now. Thank you, Milkman. That's correct. So that'll be 20-cent Doge by the end of the month. And the 8-ball said yes on the second try. Thank you. See you, sunshine. Doge number 1. Yes, Doge number 1. Well, that was a fun one. Hey, we got the weekend now. I hope everyone enjoys it, although some people do kind of have to still work, but I don't. And I get Monday off too because it is a holiday here in Boston for the marathon. They call it Patriots Day, but it's the marathon. And out in Lexington, they're going to do the reenactment of the Battle of Lexington, 250th anniversary of the night that Paul Revere rode out, like the British are coming, all of that stuff. That's all happening out in Lexington for the 250th anniversary. They normally do this on the Monday, but this year they're doing it on the Saturday because it's actually the April 19th, which is the actual day 250 years ago the Revolutionary War actually started. So that's what's happening there, but we still get a holiday on Monday. But I will be live Sunday for Doge Day next, and then again, of course, on Monday as well. We'll have more fun as well. I hope everyone does have a great weekend. Some people do have to work. Charlotte, Saturday's probably a busy day for you, I would guess. Yeah. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and we will see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.